Hi, my name is Amy, and I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I am just finishing up the MDiv portion of the program. I think I have four more classes, and then an internship. I'm single. I live with two dogs, Rosie, and this is Henry. Say hi, Hen. Henry is a therapy dog, a registered therapy dog. The two of us work at Penrose Hospital here in Colorado Springs. We visit patients, and Henry brings a lot of comfort and joy to people. And what else can I tell you? I am on the path to a second career in chaplaincy work, doing hospice and hospital chaplaincy. And have been working with hospice for about 7 years. So really feel very strongly called to it. It's an absolute honor to walk with people in the final stages of their lives. So besides ministry and my dogs, I do a lot of hiking and camping here in Colorado. I have good friends. I've been here for about 16 years. What do I think about preaching? I attend a Presbyterian church, and there's a lot of Fuller grads at our church. It seems like half the leadership. So the preaching there is very intelligent, smart. It is focused on storytelling. It just seems pretty well rounded, but very well researched. Great depth to it. So I feel very blessed to be there, and I'm on the ordination track for First Presbyterian in Colorado Springs. What else? In terms of the Longs study of the different types of preaching, I would say that I am geared more towards storytelling poet. I like to tell a good story. I am kind of known for that among my friends, telling a good story. I learn from stories. I listen to podcasts with good stories. I read good novels, good books, good TV. I definitely am in that generation that enjoys a good narrative, but also part of the generation that wants authenticity and truth and can kind of see through some some of the falseness or things that aren't genuine as well. So, yeah. What else? I have a little experience preaching. I have some experience with public speaking, just a little, and then the experience I do have with preaching is at a memory care unit here in Colorado Springs. I spent a year and a half leading a Sunday service, like worship, preaching the word. And it was my first time around memory care patients in that kind of setting. I'm certainly have ministered to them through hospice, but it's a very different kind of preaching. It has to be very simple in some ways and repetitive, but not dumbed down. And it took some practice for me to really be able to deliver something meaningful to them. And we used smell, like I bring in a rose or some flour, baked goods, things that reminded them of their childhood, and use some music and touch. So I incorporated that into my message, and then also just kept it short. And sometimes would repeat concepts week from week because folks, as you know, with memory care, don't always have great retention, long-term retention, or short-term, I should say. Their long-term is more, puts them more back in their childhood. So we try, or young adulthood. So we try to kind of bring them back to that time with sights and smells. So I did that for about a year and a half. But otherwise, the only kind of preaching that I've really encountered has been in church. And I think since I've been at Fuller, it's interesting the different things that I'm paying attention to now in the message. Like when a scripture is used or a story is shared or an example, just some of the words the preachers will use, men or women. I pay more close attention to it now, which is interesting. I think the more knowledge you have, the more of a critic you become, which is a good thing. And then in some ways that's not the good thing, because it can make the gospel more complicated. So in some ways you're not receiving it as a child, you're receiving it as kind of an intellectual or a student. So that's something that I've noticed. I don't know if I have really anything else. I live in a basement apartment, so we're likely to see these basement walls each week. I do have a core group of people, a couple of groups of friends that are going to listen to me in this class, listen to me preach before I deliver a message on tape, or they may tape me. We'll see how it goes. And they're excited as well, so to be a part of the process. And again, this is Henry, just so you can have your cute dog fix. Henry! Henry was just at the ranch. My closest friends in Colorado Springs. I spend probably 2 or 3 nights at their house, and they have 4 horses and now 7 dogs, and they all live in the house. 4 goats and 3 chickens, but the chickens and the goats don't live in the house. But so I bring over Henry, and that's 8, and we sit in chairs and air conditioned, very cold. They like it very cold, and we watch TV covered in dogs, and we banter back and forth. So I'm very blessed to have them in my life and to be at this stage. And I'm excited to learn more about the whole preaching process. I think as a chaplain, I know I'll be doing things like funerals. And who knows, I might be put in a situation where I have to preach from time to time. So it's a good skill to know how to have. So looking forward to being with all of you in this class, and hope you all had a good first week and have a great next week. Thanks. Bye.